Okay, guys, so let's talk about JavaScript dates. So, what is JavaScript date? JavaScript date objects represent a single moment in time in a platform independent format. Date object contains a number that represents milliseconds since January 1st, 1970 UTC. So it will calculate the number, the milliseconds from January 1st, 1970, and use it to display the date. Okay, so there are three date formats: the IOC date, the short date, and the long date. Okay, so let's jump into the code and let's create a p tag here that we're going to use to output. So I'm going to say output tag. Okay, let me just remove this one and let's create the JavaScript file index.js and let's include it down here. Okay, so scripts index.js. Okay, so in this tutorial we're also going to be doing the timer. We're going to be doing timer here. Okay, so let's go on. So first of all, let's get the output container. That's going to be document dot query selector. Then okay, so now the first thing I would like to do is how do we start to declare a date. So to declare a date, we are going to say let date equal to new date. And after we've declared it now, let's see the output that is going to give us. Output container dot inner text. That's going to dates. So let's save it and let's see what it's going to give us. So let's see. So this is the current date. So the new date is going to return the current date, the full date. So including the locale. So my locale is West Africa Standard Time. Okay, so you can also do it this way and remove. You can also remove the. You can also display it second date without the new keyword. So I'm just going to output second date, save and load the page. Okay, all right, so it still does the same thing. Okay, so now let us try to get the milliseconds from 1970. So we're going to get the milliseconds from 1970. To get that, we're going to use date.pass. Then we are going to pass in the date, the current date. You can also use date.now. So date.now will return current time. So let's check the milliseconds starting from 1970. Let's save it and let's go check it out. Okay, so it's returning nothing. So let's just remove this and save it. Let's remove the dot now. Alright, so this is the milliseconds from 1970. If we load it again, you see it is changing. So this is the milliseconds from 1970. Okay, so we can also make a date. You can also make a date by passing in the milliseconds. You can also pass in the milliseconds here. Let's say date by milliseconds. That's going to be new dates, then milliseconds. So we can actually make a date here. But okay, let's see. Okay, milliseconds. We are passing in the milliseconds here. So we are displaying this. Save and let's reload. I can see it returns the July 31st, 2021. Okay, so what if we want to get the milliseconds um, of previous days, a previous day milliseconds? That's going to be dates dot pass dates dot set date set date. So that's going to be 12. Let's say okay, dates this date dot set date 12. Let's save it and let's see what we got. Not a number. Okay, so to do that we can actually do it in another way. This is the wrong way. We can say, so we are going to set the date to, let's say, 2021. So we are setting the 1st of May 2021. So let's just, okay, let's get that in the browser. So this is the milliseconds of 1st of May 2021. So that's the milliseconds. So we can now get the date by the milliseconds. So it's good. We hopefully we want to get the 1st of May. Okay, so that is not the 1st of May. Okay, so we've been doing it wrong. Alright, so to get it like that, so we're going to use another stuff, which is going to be previous days milliseconds. It's going to be new dates. Then that's going to be, let's say we want to get May of this year, the 1st of May of this year. Then dot value of, so it's going to return the milliseconds. So let's just print out the milliseconds now. Okay, so this is the milliseconds of May. As you can see, it's not changing. So that's how to get the milliseconds. So hope you are not going to forget this. So then we can now pass it in inside dates by milliseconds. So it's going to start creating the dates by milliseconds. Let's just reload the page. As you can see, June 01, 2021. The reason why it is June is because this month it is 0 index. So to get May, that's 04. So that's May. Okay, so that is that. And there are a lot of things that you can do with JavaScript dates. Like you can get the full year. Let's just do some things here. Dates dot get full year. To display the dates, that's going to be plus this, concat this to dates dot get months. You can get minutes, you can get all those stuff. So get months. That's, we are creating the time now. The date, we are currently creating the date. Then dates dot get day. So that's today's day. Then you can do this. Let's go to next line. Then the hour. The hour is going to be date dot get hour, date dot get hours, then concat it with this, then addition to, can take this to the next line, date dot get minutes. It's going to get the minutes, then date, okay, forgot this, then date dot get seconds. Okay, so this is going to display the year, month, day, seconds, hour, minute, and seconds. Okay, so let's display that. So that this is this, but like there's a mistake somewhere. Date dot get day. (2021) 6/6. Let's just load it. Oh, date dot get day. Okay, so this is not get day, it is get dates. So let's just reload it. So 6/31. As I told you before, this get month, it is 0 index. It starts from 0. January is 0, February is 1, March is 2. So to get the correct, to output the correct date, the correct month, then I'm going to add 1 to it, and I'm just going to, okay, so reload the page. So that is like, let me put it inside the bracket. Okay, so that is 2021 7/31. So, and that is the time. Okay, so this is date. This is how to output the date. And the set method, you can also set date. You can also set date, like date dot set. As you can see, there are a lot of things. You can set the year, you can set the hour, you can set the minute, you can set the month. Let's just print out. Okay, I'm going to comment this, and let us print out something that goes to dates. I just want you to note the dates. Note the date, July 31st. So we are going to set the date. Date dot set year, set full year. So we are going to set it to 2019. So let's see. Okay, as you can see, it has changed the year to 2019. So that is one of the things that set full year can do. Okay, so now there are a lot of set date set method. If you have gone to this URL here, you will have seen lots of them there. Okay, so now it's time to do our dates. Okay, before we do that, let's try to add dates. What if we want to add date to the current day? So we can do that by dates dot set date, then date dot get day, get dates plus, let's say we want to add 12 more days to the current day, to today. Then I think we should just, okay, let's test this out in browser first of all. Okay, that one is going to return a Unix timestamp, milliseconds. It's going to return milliseconds, and to display that, we are just going to put that inside and let's go to the front end and reload. So that's okay. There's a mistake there. So let's take that, put that here. Okay, so now what we did was that we set the dates. You know that the other time we set the full year, and the year was changed. Now we can also set the dates. Now we've saved the dates and the dates has changed. Now we can now print it out and go check it out in the browser. And just going to be okay. So August 12th, 2021. So we've added 12 more dates, 12 more days to it. Now it's time to create our dates. Now this is the hour. This is where our time. This is where we are going to be outputting the hour, and this is where we are going to be outputting the minutes. Now we can just quickly get that. So let's see. Let's equal to document of query selector. Just going to copy this. I'm going to copy this down and start minutes. Okay, so minutes. So to do that, I'm just going to say hour. Okay, first of all, hour dot inner text. That's going to be dates dot get hours and minutes dot inner text. So that's going to be dates dot get minutes. Okay, so let's save it and let's go check it out. Okay, so you see it has changed. Let's reload it again. So we are in the first minutes. So 1 minute after 23, 1 minute after 11. So that's that. And to get that, I want to add a zero at the end of this place, so it doesn't look good as it is just looking at like just sitting, just looking alone like that. So let's put zero at the back. Let's put zero at the back. Let's just put zero at the back. So let's say date.getMinutes. If the value is less than if the value is less than 10, then it is add 0 to the back of the date.getMinutes. Else just print out date.getMinutes. Okay, I omit something here. I am supposed to put the question mark there. So that's the ternary operator. Okay, so this is it. It's still in the second minute. Okay, now we want to do a timer that is going to be changing. Now, to do that, we are going to put that inside JavaScript set interval function. Set interval, and it's going to take a callback function. We can use arrow function for that. Set interval, and we are going to set the interval that we want. This set interval, it will be executing the code that we pass inside this function. It will be executing it at the interval that we set. Let's say we set 1 second. It will be executing the code it will be re-executing the code every 1 second. So let's copy that and paste it here. Let's save it and let's go to the browser, reload it. Okay, so to see that, let's just add seconds. Let's add seconds to it. Let's add seconds to it. So let's add seconds to it. So the seconds is going to look like this also, and I can just duplicate this. Get this, and let's say bit.get seconds. Copy it and paste it here. Paste it here. Okay, so date.get seconds. If the seconds is less than, then just add that to it. Then I have to let me save everything. Okay, let me go to the browser and just load this. Okay, so what is happening? Let me first of all add the column here. Save it. Okay, so let's just create a function like, let's say const clock equal to arrow function. So this is the right way to do it. So I'm just going to, so I will be calling this function. Remember, calling function inside the function, calling itself. So the function will be calling itself after 1 second. So let me call the clock. Let me initialize the clock here. Let me save it. And let's go to the browser. Okay. Okay. What we are omitting is, let's just try to create our new date. Clock dates. That goes to new dates. Okay. So okay. So dates. We are going to replace all the dates here. I'm going to press Ctrl D on Windows to select every date that is there and save it. Go back to the browser, reload. Okay. New dates dot. Okay, now we've gotten an error. Let's try to debug it in the browser. Let's see it again. Okay, now let's open our Control Shift K. Okay, it's saying date is not a constructor. Okay, so okay, I made a mistake here. Date. Okay, now let's go back to the browser and reload again. And let's see if our clock is now working. As you can see, the clock is now ticking. So 23, 15, 49. So the clock is now working. So if it's reach 60 now, it's going to change. As you can see, it has changed. So that is a simple clock in JavaScript. So that is a simple clock. Okay, so you can also come to the documentation here and read more about JavaScript. If you have any questions, just leave it in the comment section. I'm going to attend